Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to first grade, Mintzy. I'll be Mr. Tate. I'm your teacher. How you feeling?
Good morning, Mr. Tate. I feel good. I feel a little nervous and anxious, to be honest. I hadn't sat behind a school desk in about 10 years.
Yeah.
But, you know, I'm here. I'm excited to do some learning. You know, let's make it happen.
Okay. Well, so you can call me Mr. Tate. Okay.
Okay, Mr.
And then
Tate.
I will call you what you want me to call you. So the first thing you're going to do, okay, is I'm going to give you this name tag, and I want you to make a name tag of what you want me to call you. Okay? Perfect. So you want to go by Mintzy. All right. Sounds good. Hey, a couple rules. You got it.
Oop.
Perfect. Very good. Okay, couple rules for this class. Rule number 1, right? Raise your hand when you want to speak, okay? All right, rule number 2, what am I going to say? Remember school, are you allowed to have food or drink in the classroom? No food or drink in the classroom, Vince, I'm sorry.
No Stella Blue coffee?
I got mine up here. You want to make the rules, you become a teacher, okay? Mintzy, do you have dip in right now?
No.
Okay. All right, and the third rule is treat others how you want to be treated, okay? What are the 3 rules?
Treat others how you want to be treated.
Well, let's do them in order. Let's do them in order. What are the 3 rules?
Call you Mr. Tate.
No. Raise your hand if you would like to speak.
Raise your hand if you like to speak. No food or drink in the classroom, and treat others how you want to be treated.
Sound good?
I have some problems with number 2.
Well, Mintzy,
I'm gonna have to tell you clear that with Big Cat, Mr. Tate?
Mintzy, did I clear what? No food or drink in the classroom?
No Stella Blue.
Mintzy, you're stuck on it being Stella Blue. We've got Stella Blue right here. No food or drink in the classroom is a very standard rule in all schools.
Okay.
What do you think we're going to be doing today?
Learning some basic math. Maybe some nouns and pronouns.
Okay.
And subjects in English. Yeah, I'm going to go with math and English.
Math and English, okay. Well, first of all, how old do you think first graders are? Do you remember?
Yeah, they're 6 and 7.
6 and 7, perfect. So what we're going to do today, here's our agenda, okay? We're going to work on synonyms and antonyms first for our English class. We're going to work on personal hygiene, and then we're going to do a little sink or float activity for science. Sound good?
Okay. I feel like Mr. Tate, I feel like I may be getting attacked by number 2.
What do you mean? What do you mean you're getting attacked by number 2?
Are you trying to say anything to me that my hygiene's bad?
Means these are things you learn in first grade. I'm not saying your synonyms and antonyms are bad. I'm saying that in first grade, these are things you have to be able to do. Okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to learn all 3 of these things, and then we are going to take a test. If you pass the test, you move on to second grade. If you fail the test, we have to reteach first grade. You understand? First thing is, here's our definitions. Synonym. Could you write this down, please? A synonym is a word that means the same as another word. Now do antonym. An antonym is a word that means the opposite of another word. So how do you think we can remember this? Synonym means what? Antonym means what? How can we remember?
Synonym means similar. Antonym means opposite.
Sound good? Are you familiar with this type of stuff?
Yes.
You think you're going to do well?
Yes.
So I'm going to give you an example, and then you're going to give me a synonym and an antonym, and then you're going to show and you're explain why. Does that make sense?
Okay.
So why don't you write synonym and antonym? All right. First example. What do we got here?
Barstool Big Cat.
Okay, so why don't you come up with a synonym and an antonym? All right, what'd you come up with, Mintzy?
Synonym, Dan Cats.
Okay. Why did you say that is a synonym for Big Cat?
Because he's called Big Cat, is referred to that, and his name is Dan Katz. So his
Very
name's
good.
similar.
Okay, what about antonym?
Elite Gambler.
Why would you say that's an antonym for Big Cat?
Because he sucks at gambling. He'll tell you that.
Who we got?
Megan. Is it Megan? I can't tell. Is it Megan making money? No.
Yep, that's Megan making
that's
money. What is similar to Megan?
Mother.
Why would you put mother?
Because she has 2 kids.
She has 2 kids?
Yes.
Okay. And then what is your antonym?
Ugly.
Why would you say that?
She's not ugly. She's good looking.
Who we got?
Za. Synonym of soccer fan
What? Why would you put that?
because he's wearing a soccer jersey and he's always watching soccer.
Way to use your context clues. Good job. What was your antonym?
Tall.
Why would you say that?
Have you been around him? And he's like,
Remember, we're in first grade here, Mintzy.
he's probably shorter than my classmates.
Who we got?
Joey Canasta.
That was quick. Do you know Joey very well?
Decently well. I just feel like Joey is an outsized character, so it didn't take too much to think about.
Very good. All right, what do you got for a synonym?
Flamboyant.
Flamboyant?
Yes.
That's a big word for a
is.
first grader.
It is.
What does flamboyant mean?
His personality has style, pizzazz. Dresses kind of flashy.
Mintzy, you might be too smart for first grade.
Yeah.
What about antonym?
Straight.
What does that mean?
That means he likes dudes.
I don't understand.
He's attracted to men.
Thank you. So the opposite of Joey is straight. Who we got?
KFC, Kevin Clancy. Kentucky Fried Chicken
Is a synonym for Kevin?
for KFC.
I would say that I thought you were showing you understood what a synonym was. That is not a synonym.
Well, if his name's KFC,
Well, that's an acronym.
Oh.
And then Kentucky Fried Chicken stands. KFC stands for Kentucky Fried Chicken. But I wouldn't say Kentucky Fried Chicken is a synonym of Kevin Clancy. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yes.
So why don't you erase that one and come up with a different one?
Radio. He's a radio host.
Okay, I'm getting a little stuck here. I thought you were doing a pretty good job with this. If you can't fill in the word radio with KFC. Does that make sense?
Even though it's KFC radio.
Nope.
Intelligent.
Okay. So KFC is intelligent, right?
Yes.
Okay. And then what was your antonym?
Positive.
Why'd you say that?
Because he's always negative.
We're doing our coworkers, Mintzy.
I know, I can't tell who that is. It sort of looks like Jeff D. Lowe. But
Jeff D. Lowe?
Sort of.
It is not Jeff D. Lowe,
No.
Mintzy.
No, I'm struggling here. I can't totally tell.
You need to get closer, Mintzy. Come on up here.
Looks like Anthony Soprano, Robert Oliver.
Nope, we're just doing coworkers.
I feel like an asshole, but oops. I feel
Yeah,
like
language. That's two, Mintzy.
I'm about to have to go timeout.
No, third one, you're gonna wash your mouth out with soap.
I feel terrible, but I'm not sure who that is. And even I'm going to feel really bad. But
Have you ever heard of the podcast Pardon My Take?
Oh, okay. Is that a younger Big Cat?
Nope.
Yeah, I've heard of Pardon My Take, but
He works right next to you in the Wake Up Mintzy studio.
that's not memes, is it?
No, that's not memes.
Philly Mays? It doesn't look like him.
No? You ever heard of Pug?
Yeah, oh yeah, that's why I didn't know, because I never see him. But yeah.
He works right next to you.
Well, okay, I feel like I recognize his face, but I never talked to him.
Okay. We'll just skip that one, okay?
Okay.
All right. Anything you want to say to Pug?
I'm sorry that I didn't recognize you quicker. I feel like I'm a terrible coworker. Myself. Synonym king.
Why?
King of the South.
You're the king of the South. What is
Damn
that?
right. Oh, God.
Mincy, that's 3. What do we do? I didn't plan on this, Mincy.
I'm sorry, Mr. Tate.
Well, sorry doesn't cut it after the third one. We're going to have to get soap for our mouth next time, okay? Have you ever done that? Yeah, well, it's supposed to teach you not to cuss anymore. All right? Why are you the king of the South? What's that mean?
Because Dave Portnoy anointed me the king of the South.
He's the reason you're called the king of the South, is Dave called you that? Okay. And then what is the antonym?
Thin.
Why?
Because I'm not very thin.
What do we have here?
Stool Presidente. Synonym, the boss.
Why did you say that?
Because he's the boss of Stool Presidente. He's the boss of Barstool Sports.
Okay. And then antonym?
Shy.
What do you mean by that?
Because he gets at everybody's face and he's always going to tell you how it is. So
Okay.
he's never shy.
Has he ever gotten in your face?
Yes.
For what?
We don't have enough time to get into that. down to the final 3 people, I believe. In fact, it is. I know. It's Jerry, Stephen Shea, and Will Compton. Some yayo, double up. What you need, like enough things to, but a lot of misunderstandings.
Misunderstandings? What do you mean by that?
Maybe I said some things I didn't mean to say.
Is that what a misunderstanding is?
Yeah.
All right, Mintz. Thought you did a pretty good job on the synonyms and antonyms. I would say this part is actually pretty important, though. Might be the most important thing we do today. And it is that I can perform basic personal hygiene habits. How do you feel you do on personal hygiene habits at the age of 40?
Usually pretty good, but I'm looking kind of disheveled today.
What could you do a better job of?
Taking a shower before I came to work, which I didn't do this morning.
So what does personal hygiene mean to you?
Taking care of physical appearance and looking presentable in public.
I think that's pretty good. Can you explain what you mean by more about that, though?
That means putting on deodorant so your armpits don't sweat, brushing your teeth so you don't have bad breath, combing your hair, taking showers, washing your face, maybe shaving if you have facial hair. But I'm 6 years old, so we're probably not at that point.
Why would we teach first graders how to care for their body?
Look good, feel good, play good.
Look good, feel good, play good is a good example for like maybe sports, but also why would we need to teach 6-year-olds how to do things like don't pick your nose, shower?
So they can interact with community and not cause problems for other people.
Because it's embarrassing, isn't it? Like if you're someone that's like disheveled or like always smelling or your breath stinks or whatever, it's embarrassing. You understand germs, right? Okay, but I want to kind of hammer that home a little bit. So what we're going to do here is I want you to wet your hands real quick. Okay, so these here are germs, right? The lesson we're trying to teach here is that germs spread all over the place if you're not careful. Okay, so I want you to make your hands wet first. Okay, you can pour it on your hand a little bit. Okay, so what you're gonna do, I want you to open up your hands like this. Okay, I'm gonna put a little more water on them. Okay, and what I want you to do is you're gonna fake sneeze really, really loud. And when you fake sneeze, I'm gonna put germs on your hands. Does that make sense?
Okay.
All righty, you gonna give me a good sneeze?
Okay.
Ready, set, go. Can you leave your hands out like this?
But I always cover my mouth when I sneeze. Everyone does. It's a natural instinct.
Yeah, I know. I get that. Do you see what I'm saying? The germs are coming out of your mouth, and I'm going to put the germs onto your hands.
But I always put my hands around my mouth to get away from germs.
Do you get what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying, but I'm trying to protect myself from germs. It's good hygiene.
Yep. This is just a fake sneeze, though. So you don't have to cover your mouth. But I always
cover my mouth when I sneeze. Literally, it's a total natural reaction.
All right, then I'll try and get it right there when you do. Okay? All right, ready, set, go.
Achoo!
Do you see why I wanted to do it in the hands, Mintzy?
I may be going to HR about Mr. Tate. It's just day one, but I feel that.
Mintzy, do you see why I was trying to get it in your hands?
But you're trying to teach good personal hygiene. So covering my mouth when I sneeze is good hygiene. So you're trying to teach.
No.
I may go. Do you have a supervisor or a manager I can talk to?
Mintzy, I get, first of all, covering your mouth, right? What we're working on is washing off the germs afterwards. So I was trying.
But I don't want to spread, by covering my mouth, everyone around me doesn't get germs. I think, as a 6-year-old, I'm lost here. I don't know what you're trying to teach.
We're going to do it one more time, okay? So I'm going to put.
And you're telling me not to cover my mouth when I sneeze.
Mintzy.
What are you teaching me?
I'm teaching you that after you cover your mouth, how to wash your hands. But I need to show you how much germs gets on them. Does that make sense? Because you can't see germs. So I'm doing something that you can see germs with. Okay? So just this time, I want you to fake sneeze, and I'm going to get germs on your hands, okay?
But You're teaching me good hygiene. Covering my mouth when I sneeze is good hygiene. Why would you have a problem with that?
What we're working on is washing our hands. So I need to get something on your hands.
Okay.
Okay, here, I'll just do it like this, okay? Okay, those are the germs. Okay, so you have germs now. Do you see how you can see them?
Yes.
Okay, so what should you do?
Wash my hands
You
immediately.
should wash your hands. But what happens if you don't?
They stick and they're gonna get in deep, and if you let them linger, they're gonna just spread.
They're gonna spread, okay? So like, now touch your arm. Do you see what just got on your arm?
Germs.
Okay, so now touch your phone. Okay, Mintzy, shouldn't have your phone in class, first of all. But now what happens to your phone? Look at it.
It gets germs on it.
Do you see how there's germs on it?
Yes.
Okay, so now
We can't let germs hit my widespread panic sticker.
So what do we have to do to have good personal hygiene? We have to learn how to
Wash our hands.
wash our hands. 'Cause
With that, and also wash your hands before you spread.
So what's the first thing you do?
We're gonna put my hands in the water.
Yep, so try and get them all
We're gonna try to
wet.
get good and get my hand, like where it's wet and the germs can come off.
Okay, so then where's the paper towel?
But we don't want to hit my brick watch.
Okay, so now dry off your hands and show me what happens. Uh-oh.
They're stuck because I hadn't put soap on them.
Exactly, so that's what we're learning how to do. So just using water is not good enough,
No.
right?
Correct. Okay.
Nope, so hold on. So what we're gonna do, okay, to remember to make sure to do it well, we're gonna sing Row, Row, Row Your Boat
Okay.
while you wash your hands,
So-
okay? Do you know the words to Row, Row, Row Your Boat?
I think so.
All right, so you're gonna sing them, and then when you're done, then you're allowed to go back under the water. Ready? Go.
Row, row, row your boat gently downstream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream.
Feel good? Okay, now do it again with that. Sing it again while you're getting the water.
Row, row, row your boat gently downstream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream.
Okay, and then you get to dry them. Can you sing it one more time while you dry?
Row, row, row your boat gently downstream. Merrily, 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 merrily,
Nah.
life is but a
Did I
dream.
catch a larily in there?
You did.
Okay, and now look at your hands,
Clean.
and they're clean.
Yay.
Sound good?
I feel clean
So what
except
if-
for all the shit stuff all over my body.
That's the fourth time
I didn't
you've
say it.
cussed.
It said I cut myself.
Check the tape.
I said shit, but I didn't say.
Check the tape. Okay, so you feel clean?
No.
Alrighty, for our last part of today's first grade lesson, we're gonna move on to science. Do you like science?
No.
Why don't you like science?
Always struggled with it.
Really? But you're a math guy. Math and science
I
usually
know.
go together.
Good with math, bad with science.
What else are you good at?
History,
Okay.
because I can remember stuff.
Nice. All right, well, today for science, we're going to have I understand the characteristics of what makes an object sink or float. Okay? So this activity is for first graders, but there's actually a bigger word, right?
I think I know the bigger
What's the bigger word?
word. Buoyancy.
Buoyancy. Very good. Okay, so we're going to talk about the buoyancy of objects. You don't need to know what buoyancy is yet, but we're just going to see what characteristics of something makes it sink or float. You understand?
Yes.
So what you're going to do is we have the aluminum foil, the feathers, and we have all these materials for you. And your job in the next 10 minutes is to create a boat. And the boat has to hold 10 marbles without sinking. Does that make sense? Okay, so here's your objects. You've got the feathers, you've got the aluminum foil, and you've got the wood, all of which we know that float. Okay, you've got these feelers, okay, which you can use to kind of attach things if you want. And you've got all the construction paper you want. You have 10 minutes to come up with something that needs to hold 10 of those marbles, okay?
Okay.
All right, why don't you get started? How you feeling?
Not good.
What's your strategy here?
Trying to build up some stuff that'll float to put the marbles on top of the stuff that floats.
Mintzy, do you have any materials that are flat and could become like a boat if you rolled them up? All right, Mintzy, so I would say that you're past your 10 minutes, but I'm gonna let you try this one last thing, okay? Mintzy, what can you do with the aluminum foil that might keep things in it?
Wrap it up.
Here you go.
It's kind of sinking though. Can't keep.
All right, Mintzy, unfortunately, our time is up. Okay? What did you learn from the activity, though?
I don't know how to make boats.
You don't know how to make boats? I thought you knew all about buoyancy, though.
I do with my stomach when I'm in the water because I float, but I didn't apply to this activity.
Okay. All right, well, so today we talked about, what are the 3 things we talked about today?
Synonyms and antonyms.
Synonyms, antonyms, so with our English, what else?
Personal hygiene.
Personal hygiene.
And the characteristics of what make an object sink or float.
Very good. So how do you feel going into the first grade test? Do you think like you're going to be able to pass?
It is 67 passing grade.
It is a pass or fail test.
Well, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. I feel good about 2.
Okay, I understand what you're saying. So
I feel good about 2 of the 3, but the sink or float thing, we've run into some problems.
All righty, that's our class for the day. So what's going to happen next is you'll have a test. If you pass it, you move on to second grade. If you fail it, we have to reteach first grade, okay? All righty, class dismissed.
Thank you, Mr. Tate.
Thanks, Ben.